everyone. Today I'm going to do a review of a very interesting vehicle. Some of you probably know Scoop from the animated TV series Bob the Builder. Today I'm going to do a review of a car like him, a 1994 JCB 214. So JCB, no, not that Japanese credit card company. This JCB company is a British company who was founded on 1945 by Joseph Cyril Bamford in Rochester. Sorry, I'm not good at pronouncing British names that good. But anyways, the company is still in business today, and they make variety of machines and products like telescopic handlers, sorry, I can't pronounce it, excavators, compact rollers, front loaders, backhoes like this, farm tractors, forklift, this bizarre car, articulated dump trucks, skid steers, diesel engines, and diesel generators. Rivals for the 214 includes Backhoe, some Caterpillar, Case, John Deere, Komatsu, and both New Holland and Ford. Yes, the Blue Oval used to sell backhoes until some point where New Holland was acquired by some other company. This backhoe loader is powered by a 4.0-liter diesel turbo 4-cylinder by Perkins, and it makes around 92 horsepower and 240 pound-feet of torque. Not impressive numbers for horsepower, but the torque figures is pretty good. This vehicle does not have AC. This big circle show where the AC would have been, but AC is optional in this machine. One cool thing I like is that this machine comes with a radio, but sadly the radio is removed. I don't know why, but I would really love to see how it looks like. But I do like the fact that you get to listen to your favorite songs or your favorite podcast or your radio station, but I prefer the AC option over the radio option. One quirky feature that I really like is that how they put this big sticker on the windshield warning you about the dangers of unbuckling your seatbelt and rollovers. This is probably for the seatbelt, but it does look like a little red robot. Like, this is the eye, and this is the nose, and this is the mouth, and this thing could be the hands, and the whole red thing could be the body. And I always think this thing could be a little cute mascot, just like the skull doll in my uncle's Ford F-150. Here is the steering wheel. It's very basic. It looks like what you find on public transit buses. It has a horn, but the horn isn't on the steering wheel. The horn is located on the column shifter. And boy, that horn sounds pathetic. Take a listen. To the right, I have a couple of buttons next to me. This button's for the rear, for the digger. That's the rear windshield wiper button. That button is your speed mode. This is a blank button, doesn't do anything. I don't know what are those, but all I know this is not AC systems. And this is the parking brake. A big old thing. One thing I really love is that this tractor has four-wheel drive system. It makes sense for those vehicles to have that. Over here is just buttons for the lights, for example the hazard lights, the beacon lights, and the parking light. Other machines differ from mine, but this is how mine start. By turning the ignition to start, and then those two wires, you make contact with those, and then you start the vehicle. To use the rear digger, you first swivel your seat to the back. And then you increase your RPMs by using this red lever. And then you lower all the stabilizers by using those two little levers in the middle. Feels like an airplane. To extend and retract, the rear digger, you move the right joystick up and down. And to open and close the bucket, you move the joystick left and right. To tilt the boom, you move the left joystick up and down. To swing the boom, you move the joystick left and right. After you have digging, then you move the hands back to their origin like this, and then you pull up those stabilizers, both of them, and then you decrease your RPMs. To lift the front arms, you move the left joystick forward. And to open and close the front bucket, you move the joystick left and right. And to lower the arms, you carefully move the joystick towards you. My apologies, I can't drive on the road yet because I don't have my driver's license. But if I do have my driver's license, I would have tested on the road. But for now, I'm going to test it on the yard. I do want to note that this steering wheel is not power steering. It's like a manual steering, like an old car. This tractor is very slow. It's faster than a golf cart, but a Geo Metro is way faster than this tractor. The riding quality is not really great if you do feel all the bumps. It's not like a Cadillac or a Buick or something like that. This is always typical in a old body-on-frame construction vehicles. They are not meant for comfort, they are meant to work. What are my final thoughts about this vehicle? I love the styling of it. In general, I love the look of JCB's backhoes in general, especially new ones. I love this machine. It may not ride smooth as a Cadillac or have fast acceleration as a Tesla, but that isn't its purpose. Its purpose is to excavate dirt, dig trenches, scoop dirt, and do other related excavator and front loader capabilities. Is it a reliable vehicle? Yeah, but not really. The only problem with it is that a hydraulic hose always bursts frequently. Other than that, it's a good, reliable working vehicle. Hey, look, an airplane flying over. Anyways, the only flaws with this vehicle is that the paint job isn't great. It needs some TLC and lack of air conditioning, but that's okay. I can forgive this machine. And there's other vehicles like mail trucks, school buses, some commercial trucks, farm tractors, box vans, some utility vehicles, and some other transit buses that didn't have AC at that same time period. And I could always open his big windows so airflow inside the cabin. I always have a bond with this machine. Since I was a little kid, it's fun to operate and it's a very fascinating vehicle. I never have a bond with that Toyota because that van is horrible in its way, but not this Backhoe loader here. I am a fan of luxury cars, modern high-tech cars, old classic American muscle cars, SUVs, EVs, and some high-performance cars, but I just love weird and interesting vehicles like this Backhoe here. This is the end of the video. See you guys next time. Rochester, Rochester, Roser, Rosa, Roser? I don't know how to pronounce this place.